Arizona school kids may have thought it was too good to be true, and they were right. Turns out those reports that the state was not going to give out letter grades this year apply only to the schools themselves, not to students. Jacob Holter has the sobering news from our Washington bureau.
When Governor Doug Ducey signed House Bill 2402 into law this week, he said in this letter that it would provide, quote, some flexibility around the state's A to F letter grade system. He meant the letters that applied to a school's performance, not to its pupils. But not everybody picked up on the finer points. The thought that her two daughters might not get grades did not sit well at all with Phoenix mom Lori Warachek. She thought skipping grades was, quote, not the right way to approach it.
The general idea of no grades, pass, fail, to me is not fair to the kids who really care and are trying.
But Arizona Representative Michelle Udall clarified that her bill suspends letter grades for schools, not students. She told Cronkite News that, quote, suspending letter grades for students would cause serious problems with college admissions and preparation for future courses. The school grades that Udall's bill is aimed at are determined by scores that students get on the AZ merit tests. When he signed the bill Monday, Ducey also signed an executive order telling schools to keep the results of this year's standardized tests so schools can measure their progress down the road, even if they don't get a letter grade to go with it. Once she understood that, Warachek backed this plan.
I think that's a brilliant idea because it would be nice to get a perspective on the impact that the pandemic and virtual learning has had on the learning and the kids' ability to be successful or not in this school year. I think that's fantastic.
The more data we can get on this, the better, she says. Sergio Chavez, the president of the Arizona Parent-Teacher Association, has no doubt that there has been a quote-unquote learning loss during the pandemic, and cites the physical distance between student and teacher as a major factor.
So if you give me an assignment and you already pre-recorded your information on it, and that's what it is, and if you don't really quite understand it, though, it's not like you can say, wait, did you mean this, or is this what you're trying to say? You don't have that.
Chavez echoes Warachek's hopes that the executive order will be helpful.
That it does turn into something that can help and help catch the children who are behind, and it actually becomes what it says it's going to be.
The governor's order also includes some deadlines. School kids will have to sit for the AZ merit test in April, and the results will have to be reported by November 1st. In Washington, Jacob Holter, Cronkite News.